Alright, what's up guys? Zolder this week. I'm just doing default weather, so 78 degrees, track's 111, so the track should be a little slick, missing a little bit of grip. I want to do something today. I'm going to do, actually let me see. Because what I want to do is run my Bathurst set, and then run last season's Zolder set, or run the Pro Zolder set. Just want to make sure I have it in Pro Zolder queue. So yeah, we'll do that, which is a little bit cooler weather, but first we're going to do the Bathurst set. Let's get out here, start running some laps. Yeah, I kinda got a love-hate with this track. Can't say it's really my favorite. Can't say I really completely hate it either. It's just kind of a track. Sorry to anybody I just offended. I think it's because I like tracks with a little bit more elevation changes. This is a pretty flat track, other than this little hill we're about ready to go over. Little technical section here, pretty fun though if you got a good car for it. Yep, broke too late. Hard track to pass at though, dang near impossible. Yeah, dude, somebody's got to make a mistake, and you have to get it. You have to be getting like a good run at the same time. I don't know, man. This set was pretty sweet. Felt really good through those low chicane there. Always a tricky corner here. Just a weird radius. Probably keep it in third gear through there. Fourth gear through here. You want to get a later apex. I missed my apex there and it was a little too in the middle. I like getting a later apex through there. Braking around 90. Probably should keep it in third gear instead of going down to second. It's through there nicely. Good rotation. Sometimes it'll understeer a little bit too much, but felt pretty good. Yep, broke too late again. So I gotta brake. There's like a light pole right there or something. I gotta brake before that on the left. Second. These second curbs, those little 3 white strips, you're okay on the right there, but you don't want to hit them on that left part of the chicane, the first part.
1 minute 30.1.
Later apex there. Kind of missed my apex and I want to get a little bit later. There we go. That's pretty good through there that time. Keep it in third. Oh. And that probably just dented the front end. I'm just going to get out and redo it because usually when you hit the curb that hard, tweaks the front bumper. See what happened. Yeah, that had to damage it. It's hard to tell from that camera view. Yep, see how beat up it is. So you don't want to hit the curb like that. I think the way it gets through there. That's another corner where you can get some understeering, so it's nice when the car just keeps rotating through once you get back on the gas. Feels really good going over those curbs. You just gotta lift a little here, let the nose rotate, and then you get back on the gas and it keeps rotating through. And there's that pole I was talking about. I broke about 5-10 feet before it, but then got on the gas too soon, so we pushed out wide there. Just need to wait like another second or two before on the gas. There, it looks like we can brake a little bit after the 100 board. Again, you can get all those curbs. Car feels pretty doggone good coming out of that corner. It's just not rotating through the middle through there right now. I don't know why. And I don't know why that's on either. Let's get rid of that real quick, because that's just going to drive me nuts. There we go. Takes me back to like Mario Kart. You gotta test the waters on those curbs too, just to see how much you can get before you actually do get that off track. But eventually, you know, you figure out right where the limit is. I could use a little more rotation through the middle of that little right-hander.
Minute 30.3.
A little bit better line. Still need to get that apex a little bit later. Now it's again right. That's what happens when you get the apex in the middle there. You push out wide, so you gotta kind of wrap around the corner there and get a little bit better angle. Like, I mean, those first three corners for me are all 8 apex. Way too much curb. And the car feels good over it, which is always nice. I just really like the way the car keeps digging when I get back on the gas through there. There we go. I just had to slow down a little bit more on entry.
Minute 29.8.
Yeah, it's got to rotate more through there. It's just a fact, Jack. Same with that corner. Alright, so I got a good feel for this. I'm gonna try that, first I'm gonna look at the tire pressures, because if I go back to this, I'll make an adjustment on those. Looks like I need to go down on the left front. One click, and then we'll be fine. Alright, let's see, my setups. Let's go find the Zolder one. It's gonna be the Pro setup that I used. It's in here somewhere. Yep. I already go past it. There it is. Actually, let's see what. Okay, so this is starting pressure 190, 186, 186, 186. So I want to go 186 all the way around because I think this Zolder set was a different tire model. So it won't. Tires won't inflate the same way once they heat up. Gee, see the difference? 138. Let me just double check that because that is such a big difference. Go back here, sure as day, 186, so we gotta make a big adjustment there. So that's all the difference in the tire model. Oh. So we're going 186 all the way around, and we should have pretty good pressures. The way the tire model worked before, as you can see, the starting pressures are a lot lower, and it would take like 6 laps for the pressures to build up. Where now, they just start at that pressure, which I don't think is realistic. I don't really know, but from what I heard, that's not really realistic to start off with that much pressure and it pretty much just stay that way. So. They're always making. That's why I like iRacing though, is because they're always making improvements on it, tweaking it. Oh my goodness! Just already feel this thing's looser. Wow. Alright. I've already hit 2 things, so we're gonna reset. I mean, my initial gut feeling is this set is horrible. I mean, look at that. It's crazy. I know, let's see what happens here. This is a set I did use for the pro race, so it's gotta be good. I'm probably just not used to it yet. It's definitely a little bit looser. It's not like extremely loose, but it's got some little wiggle in there. Okay, yeah. Right now it's just all about figuring out what this set is. What I mean by that is just like, because of obviously at some point I got pretty used to driving this if I used it for the pro race, so I just got to figure out what I was doing. Just got to figure out the line, all that stuff for this set, because there might be a reason it's this loose. Like the other set, the Bathurst set, I was pushing in a couple corners, so maybe that's why this feels a little bit looser, because that's what I needed it to do to go I mean, because it just turns so much better through that corner right there. Like that's just night and day compared to the Bathurst set, so that's probably why it is a little bit looser. That's too loose, so at least it feels that way now, but again, it's about me getting used to it. But right now I kind of want to go back to that Bathurst set and just make some adjustments to that to get it to turn a little bit more, because I think that'll actually be a better set. That's just what I'm thinking right now. Definitely get through that corner with more throttle down for a longer amount of time. I don't have to lift like quite as much as I do with the Bathurst set.
One minute 30.4. One minute 29.9.
Yeah. Not really thrilled with this set. I actually kind of feel guilty for making John Fuller drive it now. Because it ain't really doing much for me. And then you can see our tire pressures are all pretty much where I want them. Actually, these could probably go down a click. Alright. Go back to Bathurst. We're going to take this down a click. I'm just going to do a couple more laps with it and then start figuring out what I want to do with it. Yep, I think we're going to go with this set, and I'm just going to do something to help it turn a little bit more, and we should be good to go. As long as I don't hit a wall. It's actually not that bad through there. I think I was just going too fast on entry earlier. Same with this corner. Just get that slow and fast out approach. Yeah, this thing feels pretty awesome. And then this is just, it takes a lot of time to really, you know, it's like a muscle memory thing where you figure out how much speed you should be at when you enter that chicane. Eventually it just becomes robotic. You don't really think about it anymore, and then it's nice because you know what speed you should be, you can just sense like what your speed is when you should be going in there, so you can usually tell if you're going too fast or something like that.
One minute 29.5.
No, why did I just stopped turning? Like I started daydreaming about something. I just stopped turning. I had a good 2 corners before I did that. So I'm starting to get a pretty good sense for what kind of speed I should be carrying through there now. That's a tricky section. I mean, there's a lot of tricky sections here. I've probably raced this track, I don't know, half a dozen times now since it's been on iRacing, so I'm pretty used to all the little intricacies of it, like that whole section, the chicane into that right-hander. As you run laps, all this stuff, all the little tricks you did kind of come back to you.
One minute 29.8.
Too fast on entry, missed my apex. But we'll keep turning through the corner this time. There we go.
One minute 29.7.
Just grab 5th gear because I got through that corner really good. So if you do get through 2 really good, you can grab 5th gear just for a second because you will hit the rev limiter. You don't. But I mean, it's really up to you. I don't know how much that really benefit to you to go up to 5th there for that split second. It's all personal preference. This is a nice set. So nice, I'm kind of having trouble figuring out what I want to do to it. But we'll get there. Just keep running consistent laps, and then little things start to poke up, but sometimes you just got to run a lot of laps to figure it out.
1 minute 29.4.
Yeah. I guess if I could really pick it apart, kind of wanted to rotate a little bit better in the slow stuff, get that front end to turn a little bit more. Some of that does have to do with the track temp. It is on the warmer side. Yep, broke too late. Maybe get a hookup a little bit better on exit. Now the slow stuff.
29.6.
Ah, too fast. I don't, man, this thing feels pretty good though. I don't want to mess with it too much, but I mean, normally this isn't a problem. You get a set, feels great, but when you kind of have like a YouTube channel and you're making videos about tuning cars, it's a problem. This thing feels awesome.
1 minute 29.3.
This car is so fun to drive. Alright. Pretty happy with the set right now. Wow. So, gonna do a little Mickey Thompson driving. Alright. Thought I'd have a little fun there. I guess I did make one adjustment. I changed the tire pressures. Okay. Now, one thing that was popping into my head was caster. In short version, if you have less caster angle, you're going to have less dynamic camber when the car turns. You're going to have a lighter steering feel. But as you turn the wheel, the more cast you have, it actually will, if on the inside, it'll create more positive camber, so it'll actually go the way you want. Then on the outside, it'll create more negative camber. Negative camber is what you normally see in race cars. You want positive camber is what you see in like stock cars on the left sides, because they want to dig into that track, so they kind of get the shoulder down. So that's kind of what happens when you put more caster in here. It creates a more stability too in the straight line, the higher this number is, and a heavier steering feel. That's a lot harder to turn this when it's at like 8 degrees of caster compared to 4 degrees of caster. It's a lot easier to turn the wheel. So part of me wants to take a little caster out for the slow speed stuff, so it's a little bit easier to turn, and maybe just get a little bit more rotation out of it. Let's give it a try. Go down 3 clicks. So it's actually it's bad to do this for the sweepers, because the sweepers I usually like putting more positive caster in it, so as I turn the wheel it gets more dynamic camber going the way you want. I'm just gonna see if taking this down a little bit just helps with the slow speed stuff by making the steering a little bit lighter, and the wheel just pivots on a different angle compared to when it does when you have more caster. Caster's one of the more confusing car adjustments there are on the roadside, in my opinion. I don't know, from my experiences, more positive caster is good for high speed stuff and less positive caster is good for slow speed stuff, so I'm trying to find the balance of those two. And again, I don't know how accurate that is about the low speed stuff, but that's just the way I think about it right now. So the steering does feel a little bit lighter. I guess you could say it's a little bit more responsive in the slow stuff, where it's less responsive in the fast stuff when you go down on your caster. And the tuning guide down below in the descriptions, there's a really good link to all kinds of different adjustments and casters covered in there. So caster's always something you want to read up on. It takes a while to get your head around it. Yeah, way too fast. So it still feels good through the high speed stuff. Just double check how it feels through here. Yeah, it feels great. You can feel it's a little bit lighter in the front end, like it's not gripping quite as much, but it's not to the point where it's costing me time. If anything, it might even make the car a little bit more balanced, because you know, there's a little less grip up front now, and there's a little bit more in the rear, so the rear end's even a little bit more stable without going to the point of making it push. It still feels really good through there. And it does seem like my sector times are a lot easier to go fast. I mean, that feels really good through there. Seems like it's easier to go faster right now, so I think I'm going the right direction. Yeah, it feels awesome.
One minute 29.2.
That's kind of a shallow line, but still had pretty decent rotation for how bad my line was. And that just feels pretty doggone good. It's about as aggressive as I can get with those curbs. I took a lot of curb there, and that's about the limit right there. Man, I really wish I would have had this set for the pro race. Just so much nicer than the other one. Can't believe we actually drove that thing for 3 hours. Yeah, it's just so much easier to go fast in this thing. It just comes from just a little bit better rotation, that slow stuff, without compromising the fast stuff. I really like the way it takes those curbs, as long as you don't get too aggressive. It's very nice. So oh, this one I was going to talk nice about you, but I was getting pretty aggressive with my steering there, just trying to find the limit. But I was going to say it feels really good through there. You hit the bumps, you're changing direction. You got to hit more bumps, you change more direction, and change another direction, but car feels pretty stable as long as I don't, you know, push it too far like I did just there.
One minute 29.3.
Seeing what I could get away with. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that for a baseline. I mean, this set feels pretty good. I'll probably do a little bit more experimenting throughout the week here. Again, don't know if I'm going to be able to race this week. Got a lot of rear lash stuff going on right now, so get you guys this nice little baseline. Have yourself some fun, and good luck and happy racing. See you guys later.